Hey everybody, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all my patrons. My name's Neil and it's time for another episode of QI. Emotionally, this feels about as far away from Christmas as it possibly can be. I'm doing this in the middle of April. I know chronologically we're not as far away from Christmas as we can be, but it's the last thing on my mind. And yet this is a Christmas episode of QI and I'm psyched for it. It's going back to Season L. It's another one of my YouTube requests. Feel free to leave your own requests for your favorite episode in the comments below. This is from Season L, as I said. It's episode 12. It's their Christmas special, and of course, because it's from Series L, it's called No L. And I find that so awesome. That just makes me happy. I love that this show is never afraid to be even a little more clever and just fully buy into let's have fun being smart. It doesn't happen nearly enough on television, and I love it when it does. Anyway, this is the XL version for those of you watching the full-length version on Patreon. I'll include a link in the description below. And let's jump into it, guys. Episode 12 from Series L, No L.
Welcome to QI. As you may have noticed if you've been paying attention, the rest of the series has been devoted to the letter L. But tonight's an exception, because it's no L. A big bauble, Bill Bailey!
Love Bill Bailey. Might be my favorite QI guest, period.
Jolly cracker, Jimmy Carr!
Nice.
A Christmas fairy no less than Carrie Fisher!
Oh! Awesome! Special guest star.
Either my chocolate log has melted or the reindeer have diarrhea. Alan Davies!
Nice. They didn't throw any Star Wars music. Probably too expensive to license.
Spend a penny bonus.
Spend a penny. I'm not sure I've seen one of these before.
If you think a question I've asked has some lavatorial theme, all you have to do is wave your spend a penny, and if you're right, you get extra points. But first, can you tell me what's special?
Do public toilets cost a penny or something in the UK?
More.
Is it a vintage one?
It is. It's been valued by Christie's.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. Is it a Christmas tree?
Out comes the pipe. Out comes the
Does it belong to someone famous?
No.
Is it one of these things that's been to the moon?
Is it like the
No,
old...
it hasn't.
Is it artificial? Is this the oldest Christmas tree ever?
Jesus' personal tree.
Jesus' personal tree? No.
It's the oldest Christmas tree.
Oldest what Christmas tree?
Oldest one in the
Fake.
room.
An artificial tree.
It's the
The
first.
original artificial
It's the
tree.
first ever. It's in the Guinness Book of Records. 1886. What? It's been in the same family. That's how we know. It was
Oh, cool.
bought- It was bought by Lou Hicks.
Yeah.
There's Lou Hicks on the left, and her great-great-niece Janet, and her son is here in the audience.
Oh, cool.
Well, they put a value of about 1,000 on it, but the thing is, it's anyone's guess because it's unique.
Well, if you're watching, if you give your address, there may be a burglar watching.
Bound to be some burglars watching.
Yeah.
Odds are.
Odds are.
What's that?
My house is 100 years old. And in America, that's like prehistoric. Wow. So, but Betty
It's
Davis
true.
lived there.
My city's barely 100 years old.
Do you know who it was who brought the Christmas tree to Bristol? No, there's no reason why you should know, but it was Queen Victoria's husband, Albert, who was German. He didn't introduce it to Britain, but he certainly made it very popular.
Oh, Tannenbaum, right?
And indeed now, artificial sales have overtaken real sales. Isn't that
Really?
sad? In America, you see
E-trees take over.
E-trees.
You lose so many lovely traditions, though. That lovely sort of January tradition of sort of taking it down and throwing it over the neighbour's fence.
All the pine needles and put them in a bath, and they scent your bath.
Yeah, they also end up in all the cracks.
We have other traditions from Prince Albert.
Oh,
I don't know why I grabbed my groin when I said
Because you couldn't reach mine.
that. Yeah!
Debbie Reynolds was in Singing in the Rain.
she was?
Let me tell you something about your mother.
She was 19 years old.
was
You better
19.
stop thinking about
She
it.
was 19 in that film.
Yeah.
She says that Gene Kelly rehearsed until her feet bled.
Yes, and she also said that Gene Kelly French kissed her and she vomited.
During
So
or after?
romantic.
That's actually a tradition that Prince Albert brought over from Japan.
I love this. More of this.
It's great.
Well, but apparently he's not a good kisser, and he didn't have a good sense of humor.
What's Chewbacca like?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Harrison Ford, where he said he had a problem with the dialogue generally. He said, you can write this stuff, but you can't
You
say
can
it.
type it.
You can type
It's
it.
very specific. I can't say mine. No, I can't remember.
Come on.
What is that? What is that speech that I did?
We've got-
I don't know. It's your speech.
Tell you what we've done. We bought 300 nerds.
I'm not Eric from Blind Wave, so I can't do this for her.
I've placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory system of this R2 unit. My father will know how to retrieve it.
That's it.
There you go. From the original.
Why is it that C-3PO can speak 2 billion languages, but not English without a proper intonation? Anyway, we have to thank, of course, Paul for his fantastic, trusting nature in letting us look after his exceptionally valuable tree. Carrie, I have a present for you, and I want to know which imperial princess was responsible for it.
An imperial princess.
Do you want? You can put your glasses on for this moment, if it really...
Thank you. I know where I am.
What do
Can
we
you see
got?
the picture on it there? We've got a video slide, so...
M&M's?
What's it? So do you want to show the ladies and gentlemen what you got
Christina?
With
1914?
our best wishes for Christmas 1914, may God protect you and bring you home safe.
Oh, was this sent to the soldiers?
there? Well, let me just say there are over 2 million of them made.
Are these
Okay.
care packages sent to the troops?
They are indeed.
Oh, okay.
The guy on the right was George the... You want to know. It's not
Six?
your business. You think of George the tyrant as poor George
No,
the Third.
George Lucas.
Yeah, George. I stand by what I said, George the tyrant. Darling. That's George the Fifth.
Fifth. I need to study my British monarchs.
She wanted to pay for it herself out of her own allowance to send all the troops.
Your allowance can cover a gift for all the troops?
And there was tobacco for those who smoke pipes and cigarettes for those who smoke cigarettes. And rather unpleasantly, a silver pencil in the shape of a bullet for boys who were not old enough to smoke. And
Did Vader send something similar to all the stormtroopers?
He sent strippers.
there was 2,620,019 servicemen.
A lot of uniforms.
And there was a brass shortage. And
There was a war on.
now, here's a rather more individual present. What did St. Bernard get from the Virgin Mary that wasn't just for Christmas?
It's not just for
Christmas.
Christmas, it's for life. A bottle of brandy. No, a St. Bernard dog, I'm going to say.
Not a dog.
With all the deepest respect to the Romish Church, it's not untypical of some
Romish.
of their oddest moments of saint worship. If we accept that she was a virgin and gave birth,
It seems a bit unbelievable now, doesn't it?
I believe in miracles, you sexy thing. There was a line from, he lactated right into
But
his
she
mouth.
was a virgin.
And there was a painter present.
Wow. She's a hell of a name.
What a shot! And the velocity.
Wait a second, I just want to get this as a Christmas card.
Why is he dressed as a Jedi Knight then?
They wanted to pay with religious paintings. You couldn't get that sexy with Christianity. And then there was, of course, myth,
Whoa!
because it gets
Doesn't
weird.
look like the milk is really doing him any good.
Well, no. He's visited in prison and secretly breastfed by Pero, his daughter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little weirder.
Could be worse. You could have got off with your brother.
This is actually a scene cut from Star Wars. Brace frees a Wookiee.
What's the least imaginative present that you could think of?
Gift certificate.
It's got to be the gift voucher, hasn't it?
Yes.
I've got some money here. Could I exchange this for... This works everywhere. Could it just work in this one shop? Or could it just be for a limited time period, but worth the same amount? Could I make this universally acceptable thing useless?
It is the #1 present that women want in America is a gift card. Are you ashamed?
Women just don't trust men to shop for them.
$30 billion
And
industry.
how much of that is actually spent?
I'll tell you. In America, only 75%. About a quarter is never redeemed because the recipient forgets or the time period elapses to redeem it.
Period.
That's
You know, like
really
money
weird,
doesn't
yeah.
have.
Yeah, exactly.
I got one that was an hour in a helicopter. That was it, just an hour. There was no mention of a pilot or
Whether it elevates.
What were the first gift certificates?
Book tokens.
Book tokens, right answer. And they were in 1932 by a man called Raymond, who was a publisher. Moving on. What's the best way to find out if one of your guests is drunk without...
Wait, well, hold on. I have no memory of this.
No breathalyzer allowed.
Well, I would make a pass at them, and if they go with it, they're drunk.
Variety test is normally walking in a straight line, isn't it? Or
That's
walking-
right.
When people are acting normal, they
Yes.
are drunk out of their minds.
Phrases they asked you to repeat. Tongue twisters. Say that?
Belief police dismisseth us? Who says dismisseth?
The leaf.
You can't say that sober.
Well,
Dismiss it off.
yeah. You see, that's cheating. You can't do it, Yoda. It's not
On a lazy laser razor lies a laser ray eraser. I can do that one. Okay.
A wicked cricket critic, that's what I
a
want.
wicked critic. A wicked cricket critic. Yeah.
A wicked
Imagine an
cricket
imaginary
critic.
manager managing an imaginary menagerie. They say this is the most difficult, but maybe for drunk people it is. Pad kid, poured curd, pulled cod. Doesn't seem that difficult. Pad kid,
Pad kid, poured curd, pulled cod.
Are you copper-bottoming 'em, my man? No, I'm aluminiuming 'em, mum.
Aluminium in
Are you copper?
Are you copper bottoming him, my man? No, I'm aluminiuming him, mum. Can I say aluminuming? Because we don't do the nimium.
Can't do it.
No, I'm aluminiuming him, mum.
But you would say aluminum, mum.
aluminum.
I wouldn't say any of that.
Good for you, Carrie.
You know what? I'll pay the fine.
Well, anyway, could you pass that to Bill? A lot of men
thanks.
like getting tools for Christmas. Your present is the most popular tool ever made.
Oh, Piers Morgan.
All right, let's see your tool.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Bubble wrap. Brilliant.
Oh,
We've lost Bill for 45 minutes.
yeah, that's
Whoa!
Do you know what that
It's
is?
only a flipping stone axe.
Not even made by a human being, made before we were a species.
Wow.
Wow.
Like some sort of early hominid.
Exactly. Homo
Erectus.
erectus is exactly right. It's called an axe, but you're right, it's a cutting
hand
tool.
axe.
It's a
It's certainly
cutting
not for
tool.
stabbing, it's for cutting. And
That
it
is
has
beautiful.
It is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
That is super cool. Does Bill get to keep that? I would like to keep that. Nice. It does cardboard. Super useful 2 million years ago.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm
I
really
love
pleased.
it.
I thought you might. It is.
I will treasure it always.
Similar hand axes have been found in Clacton in Essex, which originate from about 20 years ago, exactly.
They bleach our anuses.
They do.
And they
Anus bleaching is a popular thing among
What? Is
So you don't have
Essex
a
is
razor,
like England's New Jersey, right? Jersey Shore. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We all know what Alan's an anagram of anyway. So,
Nala, yeah, Nala.
Nala.
Peruvian Inca word
for anus! But what little luxury did the Sybarites bring along to dinner parties?
Ferrero Rocher.
Sybarites. Were they like all... Isn't that kind of like a... I might just be influenced by the culture. But
I'm sure,
yeah, it's very decadent, isn't it?
Loving,
Yeah, okay.
You see elephants, there's a camel, all the signs of luxury.
All the signs of luxury. We live very different lives. Elephants, camels, you know.
It's basically the equivalent of having a Lamborghini in the driveway.
I have to draw a line and say it's too late.
Oh,
I could have spent a penny.
Oh,
It was chamber pots.
No.
They invented something you could poo and pee into while eating.
And then, so they invented the person that would take it away.
Yeah, they also they had slavery, I'm afraid. One of the greatest and most luxuriant leaders slept on rose petals and could tell and was not able to sleep if one of the rose petals was folded over.
What a big girl.
I'm not going to take
Yeah, you see, yeah.
I'm going to bleach your anus.
Jimmy, there's a present for you. Of course there is. Whoops. A daisy. I nearly broke the most valuable Christmas tree.
No!
Holy
Go to a break.
It's so Christmas. It's not my fault. It was
They're
present.
They're actually nervous.
It's beginning to look a lot like disaster.
The BBC lawyers are
Leah has handled it.
clenching right now.
It's actually rather a traditional present for a young person to get.
The only way I'm young now is if I die.
Or compared to me.
I mean,
you see
I didn't
that?
get you anything, and I
It's-
think my gift's better.
No.
It's a cup of
You know the
beads.
principle of siphoning liquid? Down as high as you can, and you see there's an end
As far
coming
as I
out
can.
of the beaker, out of the cup.
Oh, this is when Jimmy broke his back.
And if you could just jerk out the
Jerk it.
Stop it, stop, out, up and down. And as high as
Out,
you
up.
can.
Oh!
Wow.
Okay. Oh, it's actually like elevating. That's kind of cool.
Oh, it's magic!
That's kind of cool. That's
And that's actual magic.
That is.
Wow.
Magic of science.
There is
That's incredible.
It's a phenomenon that's only recently been discovered in 2013.
what?
It was first demonstrated on YouTube in 2013 by a man called Steve Mould, who is a scientific presenter. The longer the drop to the floor, the faster the string of beads jumps out of the pot, the higher the chain fountain, as they call it. Because the beads are close
Chain
together,
fountains.
they act as if they were a sequence of little rods. And it's a wonderful... That's in real time. That's not speeded up. It's quite
That's
astonishing.
pretty cool.
Mine was special. There's another one.
Ah.
I thought mine was enchanted.
Kids around the world will be thrilled for 3 minutes.
How can a detective tell if someone's used a gun?
Gunshot residue.
They are holding a gun.
Fingerprint.
Fingerprints. Interesting. It's only 5% of
That looks like that's going to break
Only
glass for
5%.
emergencies.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Either that or you're buying it from
Only
Hasbro.
5%. Powder residue is far more likely on their clothes if they haven't burnt or thrown away their clothes. It's a much bigger index, so be careful if you're planning any incident.
I
Homicides.
hate those presents where it's all strapped in like that. It's so difficult to get the toy out of the...
You need an old I'm going to be using this at every opportunity.
What happens to my Christmas souffle if I open the oven door while it's cooking?
It'll
It
sink.
doesn't deflate.
Oh, dear. And if it goes cold, it will sink, but even then, it will re-rise if you heat it up again.
Sorry, what's this Christmas souffle?
I know.
I'm not sure I've ever had souffle, period.
Souffle.
Are you good at the souffle?
I'm really good at it. Ham and cheese
Oh,
and chocolate.
Chocolate.
Well, ham and cheese and chocolate?
February is National Chocolate Souffle Day in France.
All right, then come over to
your-
my
I
house.
will.
Everybody's invited.
But everybody is incredibly impressed by them because they think this whole thing of the timing of it and the fact they'll sing, but they won't.
Is that girl contemplating suicide?
If you were a child in an English home in the 70s, you would get sent into the gas oven with matches.
True.
And that was normal. Get in the
that's
oven with the matches and light the gas.
Put your head
The high-level grill.
That's why you look the way you do, isn't
in.
it?
Yes, it is, exactly.
From the warning films.
Hey, kids, don't
Don't
look
let this
after
happen.
me.
Don't look like me.
So, when should you take down your Christmas decorations?
New Year's is going to be...
January the 6th.
January the 6th.
Is that the 12th day of Christmas? Yeah.
No, well, you see, the tradition is that it's Candlemas Eve.
Candlemas?
Candlemas...
What the heck is
Candlemas
Candlemas?
Eve when you burn your bleaching vouchers.
It's the 1st of February. Candlemas Day is
The 1st of
February.
February?
It's a gigantic
1st of
feast.
February?
Yeah, Christmas, huge winter feast.
Well, you just got
Holly and the
you
ivy
just got
and all your things
a
up,
6
all the way
foot
through.
tinder
Nowadays, we
stick
just
if you keep your tree in your house that long.
Christmas was actually all the way from Martinmas, which was 11th of November, to Candlemas Eve.
Well, that was a long labour for Mary, then, wasn't it? You have to get yourself match fit for the big day. Crunching up cornflakes and Baileys to start.
Such a sensible man.
I tell you, the Rice Krispies and the Lambrusco also. That is a lifesaver, I tell you.
Somebody's watching this on Dave at 4 in the morning going, we've got those.
They're tasty, tasty.
Very, You know, we know that there is a separation of church and state in America. And what that means, of course, is that all your holidays are secular. Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day. None of those are religious. No one would think of going to the cinema on Christmas Day in Britain.
Actually, it was in The Unbelievers. There's a brilliant film about atheism,
Oh,
which
yes.
said that we've secularised in Great Britain, whereas in America, they've secularised their religion.
That's in the in-betweeners.
I don't think that's what he reckons.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It is quite a secular culture, America.
Although Americans, over 60%, believe that angels walk amongst us.
Yeah.
That's in America.
That's in America. But how do they walk?
Well, are they Cockney, these angels? Right?
You're an archangel, you are.
Yeah. I'm infused with the Holy Spirit. I tell you.
Coming down and walking among them.
Whereas Copenhagen, for example, was asked to a group of Americans, and most of them thought it was in Canada.
Most of them haven't heard of it.
No.
Such a shock.
Also, do you know where the rebel base is?
In your pants.
Boyhood fantasy fulfilled.
Rebel base across the waistband.
Patent it. That is
Write that down.
Write that down.
How fabulous they are. In first place, with astonishing scoring, 5 points. That's a +5. What's Jimmy Carr?
Bravo, Jimmy.
+3, Carrie Fisher. Bill in third place with a respectable -6.
-6.
I want a pint with Bill, please.
Alan manages -46.
Whoa. Wow. He ate a couple klaxons there for sure.
Wait a second, there's one little boy here who still hadn't had a present.
Is that one of the elves dressing up as Santa?
Ping pong ball.
Now, I know a very exciting thing you can do with ping pong balls, but it's quite loud and quite dangerous. So,
Look
Jimmy,
at Carrie's ear defenders.
Carrie's ear defenders.
Nice.
Oh, you don't know,
That's-
you got me through some very difficult years. I only said that when you had the ear defenders on.
You're going to say, I mean, kind of suicidal. To put the goggles on before the... Yeah, right. We're going to pour in liquid nitrogen, and it's fine in the bottle, but if you put it in really hot water... So if you put it in, there's hot water in there, we're going to add these ping pong balls. Pop in all of them. That's it. And I'll pop in
Oh
all
my
of
God.
mine. And then we've got about 5 seconds. Right, let's go.
Oh my god. This is like genuinely petrifying. Whoa!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Ding dong, merrily on high, and a very happy Christmas to you all!
Nice. All right. Carrie Fisher, that's an awesome surprise. I wasn't expecting to see her pop up on a British panel show of all things, but that's super cool. With all the recommendations I get, I feel like I'm seeing a lot of Jimmy and Bill. No complaints at all, but I wonder whether it's... Did they do like... Were they like super regular and they would do multiple episodes every series? Or are they just kind of like the Mount Rushmore of QI panelists, and so much of their stuff is highly recommended by you, the viewers? So maybe it's some combination thereof, but they're always a blast. I need to have drinks with Bill Bailey at some point in my life. I feel like a lot of you feel the same way. But man, he's awesome. Jimmy's great, and there's something cool about having the Christmas theme. I don't know why, because they probably filmed this in like August or September, and yet it just feels holiday-esque, and it's fun, and I like when they do the little extra stuff at the end, like let's do a live science experiment and blow 1,000 ping pong balls out of a tub of rapidly expanding liquid nitrogen. Awesome. I'm a happy man. Thank you guys so much for recommending that to me. No point in doing any big analysis. Let's just enjoy it. Do know that I have quite the list of episodes that I am working my way through here for QI. I've received a ton of recommendations. I'm getting to them as I can. No real order, just sort of as they go on the list. So, by all means, I'd love to hear your recommendations. It may take a while for me to get to them. I may already have them, so it might be coming up next week for all I know. And but nevertheless, yeah, there's so much QI out there. I'm having a great time exploring it all. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. It means a lot to me that you chose to spend a few minutes with me today. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.